Hi, guys. Welcome back. I'm so excited to be introducing episode 2. It's my first time. Today, what we're going to talk about, leaning into what we kind of ended the last episode with, is the products that we feel are perfect and the products that we feel like are not so perfect that we are still in love with and can't break up with.
I love that.
Do you want to start? Because you had some really great insights on what you're like off camera, what you're talking about.
I feel like all the time I'm trying to get better and better and better and clean up things in our house, clean up things I'm giving my kids. Some things are just like extremely hard to change, or maybe they're not that hard. It's just like very expensive to do that. Usually a big barrier to change is like time and money. Anyways, I thought it would be fun to talk about things we cannot break up with. And like one thing that's like the hardest thing for me that I think about all the time lately is like all my athleisure wear. Like I have so many Lululemon things that are like so expensive and I don't want to get rid of those, but I'm constantly reading about how I need to be buying less toxic chemicals that I'm like sweating in. I don't want to be like riding your Peloton. These pants are just rubbing all over you. And then my son's like so athletic and like all he wants to do is wear athletic clothes. So like I would literally have to change out like 95% of his wardrobe. There's all these like underpants that like boys are into right now. It's called Ethicas and they're like super cool. They all have these like crazy patterns on them. The style now is like you wear your underpants where they stick out below your shorts and you like wear them up kind of high. Like when we were kids, it was like your pants go low in the back and they stick up above, but now it's supposed to be sticking out other way. So they have these crazy gold chains on them and unicorns. I know that they're probably terrible materials on his body. I'm not willing to put up the fight. And also I'm not willing to rebuy all my athletic clothes and spend thousands of dollars. So anyways, that's just like something that eventually I'll like to improve on. But all the stores out there that sell that stuff, like they're all online. It's like, I don't want to buy like $700 of products, ship them to my house, try them all on, then return like all but one. Improvement needed in that area. I don't know if we'll ever.
I actually didn't know that this was a thing, that the fabric, what is it about the Lululemon pants that's bad?
It's basically most athleisure wear. I mean, it's like all made out of synthetic materials and they say
Plastic, basically. Like they call them plastic clothes.
it'll leach into your body at some point if you're sweating. And so there's these new brands out there that like are made out of organic materials that are not going to cause issues down the line. But also I like wonder like how much of an impact that kind of stuff rubbing on your skin is going to have. I can see it having more of an impact when you're working out and you're sweating and it's rubbing up against every part of your body. Anyways, maybe I'll bring more information to the next episode.
I'd be curious because the trend, I only have a 5-year-old, so I don't know how old your son is. 8? You said
Yeah,
he's
he's
8?
8. My daughter's 6.
So I'm looking forward to this.
And I didn't know that's about kids' fashion. Immediately, I thought of when I was growing up, the boys would all wear their jeans basically hanging off the back of their butt. Legs were holding up for dear life. I can't even picture quite what the style is. So, Laina, I want like a visual reference.
Yeah. All these sporty little athlete boys, they all have these short black Under Armour shorts on with their tight boxers, basically. I guess boxers, but like the fitted ones, you know, and they have like bright colors and they're like hanging about an inch below their shorts.
What is the thing that right now you feel like you're doing really well? Like, oh, this is easy for me. This is a product that I can easily incorporate into my life.
Well, I was actually thinking about a product that I discovered recently that I really like. Toonie Mooney Organics. It's called Marshmallow Cream. I thought I'd bring this one because it's really fun. It's so hard to find a marshmallow type product that has good ingredients. I mean, it's still full of sugar, so it's still a treat. This is like my new favorite thing. I got it at Whole Foods. I'm just very excited about it. My kids love it. I try to always find things that are real ingredients with names I can pronounce and no gums added.
That also sounds like something you could make. Would you experiment with making that at home or is that too much work?
I mean, I don't let my kids eat this kind of stuff very often regardless, so I'd rather just buy it. It's definitely a splurge. It was like $10 for this little thing. And we're not going to eat.
That's
like,
cool.
The only reason I use so much is because I made Rice Krispie treats out of it.
How did they turn out?
They turned out pretty good. I put them in the refrigerator, so they got a little like soggy. I was like, I don't know why I put them in the refrigerator. That was a bad idea. Like, the rice cereal kind of got a little soggy, but they tasted amazing. Like the kids really liked it. So I'm going to do it again, but not put them in the fridge.
Along those lines, I was looking at Rice Krispie, like the brand name Rice Krispies. I was shocked at the ingredients in there. I'm super sensitive to corn. I have a ton of food sensitivities. Unfortunately, corn is one of them. And I think the second ingredient in Rice Krispies was corn syrup. Then I tried the brown rice crisps that you can get at stores like Whole Foods.
Yeah.
And those have very minimal ingredients. It might have been like one ingredient,
Yeah.
but they also taste vastly different and did not taste good in a Rice Krispie treat. It's a good example of the pros and cons. Like, you figure out your dietary preferences and what you're willing to make sacrifices on. So that'll lead me into my share for today. Mine is kind of like a middle line. Mine's more like a splurge / something that I'm really excited about. And that is Ben & Jerry's has a really tasty non-dairy vegan ice cream made from oats.
Huh.
It's very exciting to me because I think originally they made this with almonds, which food sensitivity number 2 for me is almonds. And this fish food, non-dairy Ben & Jerry's,
What is a fish food?
gooey marshmallow swirls. So perfect timing for you. It's caramel swirls and fudge fish. But for
Okay.
me, this is about nostalgia. And maybe we can do other episodes about nostalgic thing. It actually reminds me in episode 1 when you talked about the dryer sheets, Laina. It's like sometimes there's something we're still holding on to because we have such good memories. And I grew up loving fish food. So the fact that there's a vegan fish food, Ben & Jerry's, is very exciting, despite all the sugar. That would be the downside, is that, that's a long list of processed items on here. But to me, it's worth the splurge. It's gluten-free, vegan. It's even fair trade. And I think Ben & Jerry's is a really good company for a lot of like social justice reasons. The food that is a bit of a splurge financially, actually definitely a splurge financially, but it feels like a perfect food and a recent discovery for me is this protein powder. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. I think it might be Makuna. And it's a single ingredient vegan gluten-free protein powder. I think it's pronounced choo choo. Not kidding.
What's
Not
the
kidding.
ingredient?
Yes, it says on the back. Or cho cho. Maybe it's cho cho and not choo choo. It's CHO. So maybe it's cho cho.
Is it from Amazon? Where
Is it from the Amazon? Then I buy it on Amazon.
It seems like a product from the actual Amazon, like one of those foods they find in a rainforest.
Yeah, it's from the Andes Mountains. This is free from gluten, dairy, soy, fillers. Elena, this sounds up your alley too. And I'm trying to eat more protein, which is hard on a gluten-free vegan diet. And I have so many food sensitivities. So I was very excited about this. Felt like it was a splurge because this is like $60 for this bag of 15 servings.
Whoa.
However, I got it on sale for $30, so that's why I bought it. Amy, what are your 2 shares
So
today?
I actually don't know how bad this brand is because it does have some of the
There's
more
nothing.
natural
Okay,
ones.
let's qualify what bad
Okay,
means.
yeah, you're right. Less natural. The fragrances are incredible and the price is terrible. So it's like $30 to $40 for a bottle.
What is it?
So it's children's shampoo and conditioner. So this brand, it's called Ever Eden.
Okay.
And
Cute
they make
packaging.
high quality children's shampoos, body washes, lotions. I love this detangling spray for my daughter because brushing her hair is like fighting a lion. So it makes it easier. It's not like a terrible thing, but it's one thing that I just won't get rid of because I haven't found a children's shampoo that's not bubblegum scented or like gross. So it's nice that it's like an elevated fragrance. And then the thing that I'm making strides toward being a better person is I purchased my first reusable paper towel, which is a big
A
step with me.
Swedish dishcloth.
Yeah. Have you used it? It looks unused.
It's unused. I just got
have
it.
you-
So it's
Did you get a
personal
2-pack or a 3-pack and has one been used? Or you've never used them yet,
favorite.
Amy?
I haven't used them. I just bought them. So
You know what? I actually
like-
got some myself for a gift over Christmas, and I haven't used them because I was wondering how to wash them. But I guess you can just throw them in the washing machine.
Yeah, you throw them right in the. I've had them for years. I'm so excited for you guys to try them.
yeah, me too. I had been targeted by this brand a few times on Instagram, and she does the best videos.
What's the brand?
Papaya. They just have really cute patterns. It is not the least expensive option on Amazon, but the patterns I thought were the cutest. So I went with this brand. And her ads are what brought me into buying a reusable paper towel. So I'm excited. And it comes with a little hook. So if you want to hang it to dry it, you can.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
that.
Whitney,
Such a good
what's
idea.
the
Oh my
difference
gosh.
though between that and just like a dishcloth? That's why I broke them out. When would you use it that you know, over other things?
Oh, I can actually tell you that. Whitney obviously has way more experience, but I saw the commercial. So
Please share.
it's more of like a cellulose type fabric. It's different material. It's not like a cotton. It's a blend. And so it's way more absorbent than a traditional dishcloth. And so instead of pushing liquid around, it would actually absorb it. And then you can rinse it off. The way that it's designed, it's porous enough that you can rinse the whatever you've absorbed out and then hang it to dry. And I think that's the difference, is that dishcloths don't actually fully dry unless you hang it. And it takes a few hours because it's a different weave, a different
These will
material.
dry faster.
That's what it's supposed to do. Whitney, you can attest to whether it does or not.
Yeah, I mean, I've had some that have lasted for years. I don't know if I've ever thrown one out, maybe one time, but they are great. They absorb a lot. You can throw them in the washing machine. The color will fade. When you think about a pattern, just imagine that it'll get kind of faded or almost grimy looking. Sometimes the smell doesn't go away. That's when you know it's time to toss them, or I don't know if they can be composted based on the materials. You could also use them as a rag, right? So maybe you start off using them in the kitchen and you're very proud and they're on the hook. And then later they make their way to the rag pile where they're hidden underneath your counter and no one sees them. But I think they can last a very, very long time. They don't rip very easily. And basically having things like that on your counter so that you're not just like grabbing a paper towel and wiping stuff down. And you can also keep them separate from a sponge that you would use to wash your dishes.
For me, yeah, it's lugging the giant packs of paper towels. I have 3 packs of these things in my laundry room, and I had to cancel my subscribe and save because I was like, I have so many. That was what got me. I was like, oh, this takes the place of like 17 rolls or something. I'm using it to literally replace paper towels. So I'll let you know how it goes.
Yeah,
That's awesome,
Let us
Amy.
know if it works.
Maybe in future episodes, we could have like updates on things that we've tried out, some new things. That's exciting. I would say the hardest thing with those towels is getting other people to use them in your household. I've ran into that many times with all sorts of eco-friendly shifts. Maybe we could talk about in future episodes too, how do we encourage other people in our lives to adapt or at least accept the things that we want to try, because we know
write
that
a
it
whole
can be
book on just that stuff alone. We can put the ways that I annoy my family the most.
Let's do that. Let's start gathering stories. We'll come back. We'll share some of the challenges of making all these shifts when there's other people in your lives. We'll be back with episode 3 as soon as we record it. Thank you so much for listening to the show. And Amy and Laina, I mean, this is only your second podcast ever. So I'm so proud of you both and very excited to continue the journey and learning from you all.
Absolutely.
All right, everyone. Bye for now.
Bye.
Subscribe to the show if you want to hear the next episode, and stay tuned.